Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me right now is Stephen Mullowney. He is the CEO of TRX Gold. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you, TRX on the TSX, as well as TRX on the NYSE American. And TRX Gold will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, Planet MicroCap Showcase Toronto, in partnership with MicroCap Club, taking place October 21 through 23, 2025, at the Arcadian Loft in downtown Toronto. To register, to meet Stephen, to see the presentation, please register to attend at planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Stephen, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and look forward to the conference that's upcoming in a month or so.
Absolutely. No, we look forward to it as well. So it's our first time doing an interview together. Can you start us off with that quick overview and history of the company?
Yeah, so TRX Gold, I joined just over 4 years ago. And since that period of time, we put the project in production. We've done four expansions, up to 2,000 tons per day. We just recently released a PEA that has 1.6 million ounces at 2.5 grams a ton, 18-year mine life, 1.3 billion dollar net asset value at $3,000 gold. And that contemplates another expansion, which we've already done three times. And that will enable us to get to 60,000 ounces and a lot of EBITDA, a lot more than we currently have. We're currently doing around 20,000 ounces and growing today. That goes up to 60,000 ounces over a couple of years, and EBITDA will be a couple $100 million. So hopefully by that period of time. So a lot of growth ahead of us. And this is at the Buckreef Gold Project, which you see behind me, in Tanzania.
Very good. So, listen, you've done the dog and pony show. You've done a lot of
Yeah.
these different kinds of events and whatnot. Sometimes they've been mining specific, now venturing out, going to a little more generalist event. So what would you say when you're speaking to, especially a generalist investor, maybe that, they see one mining company, junior gold producer, they're like, all right, I don't really know what you guys all kind of look the same,
Yeah.
from your perspective, what would you say makes TRX Gold unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
Well, what really makes us different is we've bootstrapped up to 2,000 tons a day, and we're producing. We have a low cash cost of around $1,200 an ounce. So we're utilizing all of that cash flow to reinvest into the business in order to continually expand. So we're not out raising money. What we're doing is we're generating money out of the ground, reinvesting that money into the project to grow it to the metrics that I just explained. So over the next 4 years, we'll continually upgrade our plant to well over 3,000 tons a day. We will also start our underground development for the long life portion of the deposit. That's going to require an investment, or I shouldn't say an investment, but in additional capital expenditures around 85 to 90 million dollars. That's anticipated to come from the ground and out of the project and continually grow organically through organic cash flow generation. That's a
Very
lot different. And we still have a lot of blue sky potential. Our best drill hole results are in Stamford Bridge, released those earlier this year, as well as in the Anfield zone. And we need to put the drill bit in there. Again, we're an increasing production company with a lot of blue sky potential as well.
Very good. Another thing, listen, I ask this every time when, going into a third world country, tell us about the geopolitical situation in Tanzania. I'm sure you get that question all the time in terms of risk assessment and all that kind of stuff. So what's the current climate like, and how is TRX positioned to make sure that they can withstand any
Yeah.
risks, so to speak? I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so look, we're in East Africa, and Tanzania is a good investment jurisdiction. We've had, since I've arrived, we've done three expansions. The government has worked with us on permits, and making sure that we're able to, expand those operations to continue to grow. There's, almost 800, including contractors, individuals on site today that are employed there. So that's a big thing. There's royalties and taxes. That's another big thing for the government. They want that. They want it to continue to grow. The government is stable, which is good, obviously. And look, we've had a good experience there in developing this asset. There's a lot of human capital there from the bigger mines. There's a lot of suppliers there that we utilize. We're big on local content. We've been able to do this without a contractor. We self-contract in order to build this out. And it's been a good dynamic. Also, the country's getting a lot of investment too. So Perseus Mining is investing $500 million in the Nyanzaga project. That's not small. That's 30 kilometers away from us. Anglo Gold Ashanti has one of their largest mines there in Geita. Barrick has two large mines there. Shant is an operator there. And Life Zone has a big nickel deposit there that is also listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So there's a lot of capital going into the mining industry there as well, which is not only us, but that gives me a level of confidence that others feel the same way.
Absolutely. So, Stephen, you mentioned you came into the company 4 years ago. What's your background prior to joining the company?
Prior to that, I was with PwC. I was a partner there in the Deals Mining Group. I led the Deals Mining practice for around 10 years or so there. And in that role, I did a lot of government relations, a lot of operational turnarounds, a lot of capital raising, a lot of deal advisory around mining companies for clients all over the world in Central Asia, Japan, Indonesia, Canada, US, obviously, and pretty much everywhere.
Very good. All right. Well, Stephen, to close us out here from what you can tell us, what would you then say are some of the company's goals and value catalysts for the rest of 25 going into 26?
Yeah, so the expansion that I mentioned has started. So we'll, give the market an update on that in due course. We've also right-sized working capital now as well. Now that we finished our strip campaign and are into higher grade portions of deposit, as I detailed in a lot of my presentations. Buckreef gets better grades the deeper you get, which is great. So we're getting there now. So the profitability is way up as a result of that, and working capital has been fixed. As well as the exploration drill bit will start. We're doing a geophysics study now, and the drill bit will be turning again in the later part of the fall. So all of that sort of stuff is leading all in the right directions.
Very good. All right. Well, Stephen, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on TRX Gold?
You can go right to our website, trxgold.com, and you can get all the information there. As you mentioned, we're also traded on New York Stock Exchange under the symbol TRX, as well as the Toronto Stock Exchange under the same symbol.
Very good. Well, Stephen, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe, and I will see you in Toronto.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's great being here.
Thank you.